So what's going on, Shadow Fighters? It's Boss the Modern right here, and welcome back to another video of some fresh news. Where today we're going to be talking about the fresh news related to Shadow Fight Arena, and I'm going to be making two videos about it for today. This video right here is going to be about this brand new trailer breakdown and what the trailer has in store for us. So yeah, the developers have released a Shadow Fight Arena cinematics trailer, in which all of us could watch on YouTube and probably on shared media, other shared media, and other than that, it been released during the days that I was off, and I got to watch it, and that trailer has something really nice to talk about the lore. So without anything else to say, I'll go straight down to the lore. So before that, actually, let me show you the video.
The gates of shadows fell, but shadow energy crept into this world. That's how I found my new home. At first, I was weak. Some tried to fight me. I became stronger. Some tried to control me. I developed new forms. Some tried to experiment on me. I deepened my knowledge about them. Finally, I gained consciousness. Now my evolution is complete. Behold, the Shadow Mind, your new lord. Is there anybody who can match my powers? I don't think so, but I will give you a chance. Let the Shadow Tournament begin. Welcome to the arena!
And there you go, that's the video right there. So let's get into the analysis and what basically break down anything that we can possibly break down. So at the beginning of the video, we see the Gates of Shadows depicted in a 3D environment. That Gates of Shadows which got destroyed by the actions of Shadow that some people can presume, and all of the Shadow from within just released and unleashed into this new world that turned out to be now the world of shadows, because apparently behind that gate it turns out to be a world of shadows that Shadow was initially entering. Whenever Shadow used those seals to open the gate at the first time, it pulled Mei in there and she got controlled by Titan, and afterwards Shadow got into there a second time after an interlude and freed Mei, got her out of that world with futurism and lots of mystical stuff, as you might want to say, mystical elements. After he got out, defeated Titan, Titan blew up, and Shadow got to his normal form. But in the end of that game, you see a small shadow just following him. You might presume that this small shadow is comparable to the actual shadow that flows out from the trailer, and that is the first introductory that we hear from this video. And just keep in mind though that this trailer is about Shadow Mind. It's actually about Shadow Mind and how he developed. So further on into the video, we get to hear that some tried to fight him, aka the Legion. So whenever Shadow pledged to only use Shadow Mind to create his own reality after him getting insane and killed Mei and all of the horrible events. This is already spoilers for new players who may have not the storyline of Shadow Fight 3. That was actually the part of the storyline. But Shadow created Legion because he had this hatred of Shadow Mind. He killed Mei and blamed Shadow Mind for killing her, while Shadow Mind was offering Shadow ultimate power by fusing with Shadow, but Shadow wanted more than just that. In fact, yeah, he lived long enough to turn out to be a villain rather than just a anti-hero kind of person. He turned out to be a villain and wanted a new reality that many people wanted to avoid. So yeah, so that the fact that some people tried to fight Shadow Mine, because at first we do hear that he was weak, so apparently Shadow Mine was under development of trying to understand the world the mind was in and integrate his forms with humans, in which we get to in his second scene. After looking at the Legion, you see a legionary just gets powers from the shadow. In the second scene, we do see a bunch of monks holding like a shadow orb, like trying to control it, and he says, some people try to control me, but I develop new forms. This is pretty interesting because you may speculate that his only form was to just cover up the entire soil. That was his first form, because he doesn't know what to develop to begin with. He was only entering a new world with new things and new mountains, new areas, and new beings to explore. While in a shadow world, it might be a little bit different being right there. Although we do see humans, and we also see some animal-human crosses, breeds in that world. And we're talking back and forth into Shadow Fight 2 and Shadow Fight 3. So the Shadow Mine starts to develop new various forms, making him harder to control by the Dynastians. And remember, Dynastians were the ones who see harmony, possible harmony with shadow energy, and that the shadow energy can be used to goods, can be used to utilities, tools, weaponry, and for power, and so on. While the Legionaries hate the shadow energy, except for that Shadow Squad that we initially started off the Shadow Fight 3 game storyline with. But mainly the Legionaries despise shadow energy due to the fact that Legionaries know that shadow energy can be used for destructive purposes, and are therefore afraid for some people to use it for that specific kind of purpose. And therefore they rather want to eliminate the shadow energy, and that's how it lines up pretty well, the hatred of shadow creating the Legion, and giving the Legion that kind of character of hating the shadow energy. Although they basically everything shadow related is all by the Shadow Mine. The Shadow Mine has pretty much control of every shadow aspect that has been formed into the world that he entered. In the third scene, we get to hear that some tried to experiment on me, and I deepen my knowledge about them. So in this third way of developing, the first way was to combat people, the second way was to play tricks with people who see harmony, and now he's going to certain people, which is the heralds, that wanted to know him, and now he wants to know them. That's how his third evolution, part of this evolution, is processing. He's trying to know the heralds, how they behave, maybe have a better understanding of the humans and what part he's into. And in that scene you see a Felcher and two specters looking at Shadow Mine in form of a cat, and you see the Felcher trying to be cautious or just caring for this cat that they created, because they experiment with shadow energy and try to figure out what potential shadow energy has. And do keep in mind that in the earlier days it was said that heralds were the ones that know most of shadow energy and know most out of all the other factions when it comes to shadow energy and its potential, its true potential in the game. And after that scene, we get to hear that the Shadow Mine finally finished his evolution. He became so strong that he doubts that anyone can be stronger than him, and it says stuff that he can give other people a chance if they think they can match his powers. And there goes the Shadow Fight Arena scene. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. And on that final scene has more ties to Shadow Fight Arena when we talk about the Shadow Tournament. But this is a spin-off game of Shadow Fight 3, since it brings back many characters from the Shadow Fight 3 storyline. The characters, side characters, antagonists, and bosses and friends that we gotten through that's why much of the trailer is related to Shadow Fight 3, while I think some of them are related to Shadow Fight Arena. So yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown video I have for you guys to tell. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button to show the support. And hey, there's going to be more, as I said, later on today, more Shadow Fight Arena news related, and I can't wait to share that to you guys. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and maybe put it on there until I slide by with another video for y'all guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown theory from my perspective, and be sure to share your comments down below. See ya!